disagreements around this issue, and that came also a few days after your interview with Bill Maher, where you mentioned feeling like people had tried to cancel you. And I'm wondering what you...
Well, I don't know about anyone canceling. That has nothing to do with. Well, let me answer the question. Specific. It's broader than that. I think it goes to the broader issue of having conversations with people you disagree with. That's fundamentally what those comments were about, and it's been difficult. It's difficult for some people. Certain people just aren't interested in having conversations with other people, and they have strong opinions about that. And so good people can disagree, and yeah, people have strong opinions and have expressed that in dismissive ways, and so I reflected on that. And I do have a bigger understanding. I mean, people don't like being talked down to or passed. People, the world of, not from a gender perspective, this notion of everything's binary. It's this or that. And there's nuance in the world. And I think it's important to have space of nuance. And I'm trying to find that. That's why I'm doing this podcast. And obviously it struck a chord because we're still having this conversation. But I think it's important to have difficult conversations, or even have a civil conversation that may be difficult for people to listen to, because everybody's out there trying to tear each other down. And there's plenty of play. The world is polluted with that. Social media is polluted with that. I offer no value in that space. I'm not trying to tear everybody down. Why am I back in the Central Valley? Because I don't like the way people talk about the Central Valley. I don't like the way people talk down to the folks out in the Central Valley. I made that point on Bill Maher, too. I don't like people talking past these folks. So I keep coming back to make a point. It's consistent with what I've done all my life. I mean, I remember I married in a big Republican family. I don't know how many times I said that. I don't know if people pay attention to that. What does that mean? That means I love and respect people I politically disagree with. And so for me, having conversations with people I disagree with is consistent with that. Heck, I spend almost, 3 hours in the Oval Office with President Trump. We're engaged in, constant battle of ideas and values, lawsuits, another one we filed yesterday. So, that's the approach. And, there's some strong opinions there, and I was reflecting on those. Anybody else?